Okay. Emma. Okay, so again, welcome to my channel. I'm hoping you guys can hear and see me. Let me figure out how to share this link because I do want people to know that you are with me. So if you hear my, oh boy, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out because I'm new at this and I'm just playing around with this, but we're going to do writing sprints in just a minute. I've got to figure out how to do this. Hold on. How do I? Okay, so, okay, I'm just playing around with StreamYard for just a second, so y'all bear with me. Let me send a text to let a friend of mine know that I am up here, and then I will go to YouTube and grab the link real quick, and I will tweet that out, and then we will get started. So just bear with me for a second. Send a message to Tish Williams. What do you want to say? I'm streaming now, period. Come on over to YouTube and let me know if you can see it, period. Your message to Tish Williams says I'm streaming now. Come on over to YouTube and let me know if you can see it. Ready to send it? Yes. Okay, it's sent. Let me see what this says. Okay, I'll check that later. I'm just checking some things because I want to make sure people can see this. Let me go. Let me open a new tab. This is my first time doing this, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me. That's such is life. Okay, so let's do this. Make sure that this is actually streaming. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's there. Okay, so let me grab this link. I'm not seeing anything. Let me grab this link and share this out so anybody who wants to join us can. So hold on just a second. Okay, so okay. Okay, so close that. Okay, now let's go. You're gonna watch me as I do this, so. Okay, why is TW Blue not loading? Give it just a minute. I'm gonna tweet this out. Okay, now I'm done with that. I would put it on my, all right, so welcome to my channel again. Thanks for bearing with me while I got the link shared out and checked to make sure everything was working properly. And now I'm gonna go ahead and open my documents that I'm gonna be working with, so you will be able to watch me do this. Oh dear, hold up. Oh, is it not gonna do this? Hold on. Okay, let's do this. Oh. There's that. Oops. Okay, so now I'm at chapter 41 where I actually need to start. Now let me open my document. I'm not going to share my screen because I don't want to spoil anything for everybody, but we'll talk about what I'm actually writing and what I'm working on in just a minute. So if there are any pauses, that's why I'm working on getting my documents done. Journals, junk journal. I'm opening my document and be prepared when we start our first sprint in a few minutes. Okay, let's go to the bottom. Okay. All right, I don't know if you guys can hear my screen reader, but I'm trying to figure out where I left off. So, and I can actually do that during the sprint. So let me see, time check. All right, let me double check, make sure, see if anybody's closed that out. See if anybody's left them. Oops, that's not what I want. All right, so I don't see any comments up here. So let me start by telling you what I'm working on, okay? My book is called Shadow of Truth. It's rewritten from the book A Journey of Faith that I published a few years back. And I'm not going to go into all the details as to why I'm rewriting it, but now that I've actually started, I know where I'm going with the story. I know who the killer is. I know what's going on because I've watched some AuthorTube, and I'm totally blind, so I will talk as I normally do with everybody, but I watched some AuthorTube, Alexa Dunn for one, who did this video called Plotting Your Thriller Backwards. If you haven't looked at that, if you're a writer and you're writing thriller, whether it be psychological thriller, I'm writing Christian psychological thriller, by the way, but if you're writing psychological thriller or whatever you're writing, just know that, or if you're writing a mystery, cozy mystery or whatever, and you're not sure where it's going, watch that video because I'm telling you now, you will be surprised at the things you learn by plotting your mystery or thriller backwards. I can't tell you what I learned because you'll just have to read it to find out, but it did come as a shock, let me tell you, because the suspect I thought I had nailed down was not the initial suspect, was not the one who had actually done it, because I couldn't find out the why behind the what. And because I couldn't find that why behind the what, that's what made it all so different. So now that I've got that, I'm just doing the finishing touches. So we're gonna start a sprint. Let me make sure about time. Oops, I started a minute later than I wanted to, but anyway, so I'm gonna start a 10-minute warm-up sprint at 15 after, and then I am going to, after I start that sprint, then we're going to take a 5 or 10-minute break and talk about our writing goals, and we'll see where you are. I can tell you word count, but I will tell you this much. I'm not worried about word count right now. It's chapter goals. Have I started the chapter? Have I reached what I needed to reach? And I will use this sprint to actually look back and find what I need to do to recreate some of the dialogue that I need to excuse me, that I need to work through, because this is what's going to tell the tale. And I know one element has to happen during that last chapter. So let's get started here in a few minutes. If anybody's out there, you have any writing questions, you want to share your goals, what you're working on this today with me, please be sure to share that in the comments, and we will discuss it after the sprint. And we'll talk about progress, because this right here, it's my first stream, yes, but you guys are my accountability partners. And for those of you, if nobody has actually joined yet, I do want you to know that you can come back. It won't be the same as watching it in real time, but you can actually come back and you can watch the stream later, and you can write with me. You can follow the sprints, you can write, you can skip ahead, whatever. But do know that I'm still, still here. You can leave comments later, or you can find me on social media. If you look at my channel, you'll see my social media links, my website, my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Wait, I don't remember if I got my Instagram or my Pinterest up there or not. I have to look. But anyway, if you want the Instagram, let me know, and I'll give you my Instagram @name. And if you do, my Instagram is private, so if you have a bio on there and it says you're a writer, or you've watched, or in your request, if there's a way you can let me know that when I follow you, let me know you've watched the stream and you want to follow that pretty closely, then that's fine. I'll be glad to follow you. You can follow me back and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of, because I've had some trolls follow me on Instagram. That's why I've had to do that. But anyway. Okay, so let's do a time check real quick. All right, in 1 minute, we're going to start our sprints timer, and I will probably, no, I won't. I may mute the microphone for one of the sprints, but I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how this is done. If anybody knows, let me check comments real quick. Oh, hold up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to, all right, we're going to start our sprint now, and I'm going to comment and let you guys know, and I will be actually working. So, Echo, start a writing sprints timer for 15 minutes. No, sorry, Echo, cancel. We're going to do a 10, we're going to do a 10-minute, not a 15-minute. Why did I say that? Anyway, just bear with me. Echo, set writing sprints timer for 10 minutes.
Writing sprints timer, 10 minutes, starting now.
Okay.
StreamYard. StreamYard. Visit after new writing sprints to reach our goals. Structure without password. Channel without password. StreamYard in Chrome. StreamYard camera microphone recording in Chrome. After new writing sprints to reach our goals. Structure without password. Wait. You know me. You're possibilities with your world. That's right. See my great bar. If you turn. And level 1 chapter 77. Okay. Let's discuss the another way.
Ooh, okay. Sorry, you guys, I get really invested in this, and I'm going to have to mute my mic for the next sprint because if I don't, I will be speaking out loud, and that is not something I want to do. So just bear with me, okay? And we still got a few minutes left in the sprint, so keep going. You got this. Oops. Echo, stop. I thought we had a few minutes in the sprint, but it's actually done. So if anybody has joined me, what is your progress so far? So I've started this chapter. I'm not sure about word count. I'm not doing word count. I'm working on the chapter. And I've gotten pretty far. I'm working in the dialogue. So I'm going to the journal to rewrite some of the dialogue. And she's talking with her aunt. Again, if I give too much away in the end, yeah, I don't want to do that. So in about, okay, oh, all right. In about 5 minutes, we'll start another sprint. So I don't want to say too much. The song that I had written and sung on the YouTube video and podcast that I did yesterday, I said I was going to use it for the book. Well, just real quick, it's not going to go there because it doesn't really fit, okay? It doesn't really fit because it was actually written, God gave that to me after my daughter had flown into town from the trip she and her daddy took out to Washington to see some of her family out there. So that let me know that she was home safe, and that's why I sang that song. That's why I wrote the song, and then I sang it to share it with you guys. I'm not going to sing it live, no. I may do that at some point later if anybody wants me to, but I'm not going to do that here today. That's not what I, that's not something I actually plan to do. So anyway, but just know that it won't be used in the book when it does come out, so. I just thought I'd let you know, because I came to that realization yesterday that it doesn't fit, it doesn't belong. And if something doesn't fit in a story, then you don't want to put it in there. So Becca is a character. She's not going home. She finally discovered the truth about her life and what she witnessed in the past that caused her PTSD. So that's why I am really looking, at doing this kind of thing. So let me check and see if there are any comments real quick. Yep, because we got 3 minutes before we start the next sprint. So, yep, there we go. Oop. Nope, nobody's commented. So if anybody's got any questions, anybody wants to talk about their progress, or if you're just joining us, we're doing writing sprints to help finish these goals. So if anybody wants to, talk about progress, let me know. I did send out the link. So if you guys want to join or whatever, be sure to come on over and join the stream. So that's something that I'm really, I really look forward to. So are these absolutely awesome streams. Because this is like a first for me. So anybody watching later, you'll know that this is not the first, this is the first time I've done a live stream. I'm used to podcasting and doing author videos and stuff on YouTube. Though I may do quick live streams, to alert you to promote authors who in the future who don't want me to do the video interviews, because that way they know that, their promos are still going out, but I'm sending people over to the podcast. So, and you can subscribe to my podcast. It should be in the YouTube description that I've put up there. If not, look at my YouTube channel, and you can see the link over there. So you don't miss a video or an audio episode. Say you're watching, you want to listen on the go to a podcast episode that I've done, like the one yesterday, you can subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcatcher. Because, yes, I use Anchor, but I've got it on 8 or 9 different platforms, so it should be there. And it's even on, for those visually impaired watchers, listeners, whatever. It's there. Well, and it may not be just for the visually impaired. It may be, it may not be. I'm not sure. But there is this thing called QCatcher. What is it? No, not QCatcher, QCast. I think that's what it's called. It's a podcatcher for the computer. So you might want to check that out too. I don't have a link, but if you want it, I've seen it on, there's this game client that I play that I often play card games and dice games on called RS Games. And sometimes I will have a link. And if anybody wants the link, let me know and I'll put it up here for those of you who want to listen to your podcast on the computer. If you're on a PC. Now, Mac, I don't know if you absolutely need that because there is Apple Podcasts and other apps too that go on Mac and iOS devices. And then you've got Google Podcasts and Spotify and other things too. So let me check my time because I don't want to go over. All right, so I'm about to start a 20-minute sprint. So get ready, get your writing gear on. Let's get started, and we'll come back in about. I'll be back in about 20 minutes to see where we are. So, Echo, set a writing sprints timer for 20 minutes.
Writing sprints timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Let's go. Hey, Tish. I think that was you that texted me. Hey, I'm doing a 20-minute sprint, so just to let you know. We've got about 5 minutes left in the sprint. You got this. Keep going. Hmm. Ooh. Echo, stop. Okay, time's up. How did you do? I'm pushing closer to the end of this chapter, and things that I thought would happen are happening, but then again, there's a bit of there's something extra going on too, and I'm almost at the end of the chapter, but then I'll have to write the epilogue, and I think tomorrow I will do that. So let's check comments over here. Tish, did you get some writing done? Hey, Nick. How's your writing come? How's it going? Okay, I'm sorry I missed your comment earlier, Nick. I'll be praying for you. I know you're going through a really tough time right now. Good. At least you got some words done. I haven't done my word count. I'm working on chapters. Oh, okay. That's fine. It's a working sprint. You can do whatever you need. I didn't know whether you're doing your logo or your haiku book or what you're working on. What are you working on, Nick? It does. The writing is cathartic. I will say that. Let's see. Let me check my time. All right, at the top of the hour, if you guys are up for it, I'll do another 20-minute, and then we'll close out with a and this 20-minute may be me thinking instead of I'm gonna do some writing, but I've got to do some thinking and brainstorming too. So we can do a 20-minute, or if you guys want to, do a 10-minute close out, because I know some of you, Tish, you and Nick came in late, so y'all want to work. I thought about doing another 20-minute and then a closeout with a 10-minute. I know it's been a little bit longer than an hour, but I had a kind of an interesting start. So if you go back and watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm pretty much close to the end, but I got to figure out exactly what happens. So Tish, I know you've seen this. Nick, I don't know if you've seen it, but I do have my little writing totem over here. So just thought I'd show you that. So if you see me holding on to that, that's probably trying to channel through to my character to find the end of the story. So nope, I gotta see new comments. Hold on. Oh, well, good. Oh, wow. That's interesting because that's kind of interesting because my twin nieces, they're 5 years old, and they are nothing. They are as different as night and day. Olivia's a little bit taller than Madeline. Olivia has a higher pitched voice than Madeline. Madeline's a quiet one. Olivia is a more outgoing and talkative one. So it's kind of interesting how that works sometimes, I guess. Yep. Good. Thank you. Okay. Let me check time. So this is my first stream. Do I need to pull my screen down or is everything okay? Oh, wow. How are the boys doing? Okay. Just wondering if everybody can see me or do I need to pull? If I need to come back, let me know. This is my first stream, so it's interesting. I may do a reflective piece on the podcast and a reflective video about streaming, so watch out for that. So okay, good. Okay, good. See, I knew y'all would tell me. So, yep. Good. I'm taking a minute to check comments, so I don't know if you can hear my screen reader, so that's why I'm not like answering questions right away. Sometimes I don't know what to say, so. Oh, new ones, okay. Thank you, Nick. Oh, that's okay. Typing, typos happen. And golly, this is so much easier with StreamYard. I'm telling you. All right, let me check time here. All right, we got 2 minutes before we start our second 20-minute sprint. And then we'll take a break and do a 10-minute, and then we'll finish up from there. So, like I said, anybody who hasn't, if you come join me later, you can always sprint with me later on too. So, because these videos banked, I think I like streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Oops. Well, anyway, so my iPad goes off. There's a reason. It's Facebook, and I'm not going to worry about it too much because we are going to do our own thing. Let's look again. All right. So everybody, get your fingers ready because I'm about to get started with a stream, and see if I can at least finish this chapter in the next couple of sprints. I think I'm going to do this during Nano too. After I get started, I'm going to ask you guys about Nano, if you're going to do NaNoWriMo, what you're going to do for November, because I know what I'm going to do, and I'll kind of talk about that in a minute too. So, okay. All right, I'm about ready to start my sprint. And I don't know if you hear my echo over there, but that's how I set my timer. And then when she goes off, then I'll know it's time. So anyway, and I'll post a comment in case somebody joins late again. So if you see it, you guys know that I'm doing sprints and stuff. So oops, let me look. Okay, let's get started. All right, let's get started with our next 20-minute sprint. Hang on a second. Echo. Set a writing sprint timer for 20 minutes. Let's go. Let's forget. We've got about 5 minutes left, and I'm not sure whether I should go ahead and finish this out or not. Why not? Echo, spell potluck.
Potluck is spelled P-O-T-L-U-C-K.
Status bar. Page 215, section 2. Edit. Page 200. Task solution. Microsoft Word editor. Show structure of Windows Word. Stream bar. Stream bar. Camera mic. Recording Google Chrome. Comment. Comment. Question. Private. Recording device. Information.
Sprint's almost up. The timer's about to go off, so just if you're done with the sprint, we can talk about our progress, or whether you're working on writing, working on logo, if you want to talk about your progress or what you're talk about how if you've echo stop. Yep, that's it. So I finished my last chapter and I'm working on the epilogue. I started it, but I don't know if I'm going to go much further today because I got to look at my journal to see where I need to go and kind of pray over that. And I deleted a lot of stuff, so I'm doing a bunch of rewrites. As Tish, this. Nick, I don't know if I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet, but I'm doing a bunch of rewrites and I'm almost at the end. I'm at 52,900 and something words. So I'm pushing 53 right now. I'll be at 55. And then when I do the edits, I'll add some stuff. So, and I said it was going to be 70,000, but it may wind up being about 60,000 after all. I'll have to see what gives. I don't want to turn it into a novella, but some of what I've written, a lot of what I've done had to come out. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway, so hold on. I'm looking at comments. So Tish, you told me that you were doing your edits for NaNoPrep. Nick, are you doing anything for NaNoPrep in November? I'm kind of looking at comments, so if I'm silent for a minute, that's why I'm checking comments. See if there's anything new. Hold on. Are y'all still there? Or did I lose you? Sprint's up if you guys didn't, I don't remember if I told you, but the sprint's up. Okay. In father's eyes. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Cool. I didn't check word count. My thing was, I was just trying to get that chapter done. And I'd started on the epilogue. I was thinking, should I start that or should I not? Because if I keep pushing, I won't have a lot to work on. Well, I say that, but if I keep pushing through today and get this finished, well, I think we're going to stop though, unless you want to do one more quick one. But I think we're going to stop because I've been on here almost an hour and a half, and I've got more done than I actually thought I would. So that's good. And of course, I can go back and add some things or change some things later. But for Nano, I'm working on the rewrites to Intervision. Nick, I don't know if you read that one, but it was a short novella. I unpublished it, and then I started doing some plotting. And you know how I was telling you that dreams inspire me? My dreams can sometimes tell me what's going on with the book. Well, I was telling Tish this when we were talking. Oh, excuse me, when we were talking on the phone on FaceTime audio earlier. That anyway, I had this dream about being in a hospital. At first, I'm like, why? But it has to do with Intervision. I don't know what the new title is going to be, but it has to do with that. So that's what I'm going to be drafting. I am not done with that book because it's starting to show up in my dreams. And I don't know what kind of music will inspire me, but that's kind of now that I'm giving Becca's story closure. I may end up getting a few more 1,000 words done, honestly, because I'm going to rewrite that epilogue. So for Shadow of Truth, but yeah, Intervision is starting to show up in my dreams. I'm starting to get ready for that NaNoPrep. So. I will. Hold on. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Well, does this time work for y'all, or well, I'm trying to work it around the time when my daughter calls me, so I'm trying to work it around that. Yeah, I will be coming back tomorrow. I'm actually liking this. Good. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then okay. Then if you read it, then I haven't spoiled anything for you. It's gonna be a thriller. I'm also gonna rework my kids' book and rebrand that one too. But Intervision is gonna be a thriller. Maybe not a psychological thriller, but it's definitely gonna be a thriller. I can see that happening. So, oh yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm refreshing comments. Yep. So, anyway, let me see. All right, in about 3 minutes, I think I'm going to end this because I know I said I was going to do a 10-minute cool down, but if I do that, then I'm going to wind up getting way too far ahead of what I want to do. And I may not finish, and I want to be able to come back tomorrow and finish this up and do some more streaming. And if I'm finished tomorrow, though it may take me a little bit longer to get it done, if I do finish tomorrow, then the rest of this week, while we're doing the streams, I'm only going to do the weekday streams, but the rest of the week, I can be working on getting Intervision into the template and maybe start doing some plotting for that. I know I'm way ahead of the game for NaNoPrep, but that's something I can do between this round and the round of edits that I want to do next month. So that's something I can do to get ready for the edits next month and look at, some other videos and stuff. But yeah, so that's something I can do. So, okay, let's see. Oop, don't want to do that. Oh, Nick, did you hear the podcast that I did yesterday, or did you watch the YouTube video? You gotta check that out. Tish, did you get a chance to watch it too? Let me check comments. Oop, nothing new yet. Hold on. Oh, and I'm actually doing this through StreamYard, and I did find out that since I do have a free StreamYard account now, I can actually comment when I'm on a stream with somebody else doing it. So let's see. Okay, this is weird because it's not showing me new. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, if you haven't, go ahead and check that out because I am definitely not doing another singing live today anyway. But I may do that later on if anybody's interested. But I will be singing the song that I wrote for my church. I'm not sure exactly when yet because I got to practice it. But I will be doing that because I told the choir director about that, and he wants me to sing it. And if I have to do it a cappella, I can do that. So anyway. Oop, I have to go down to the bottom. Tish, what did you think? But you never know what God's gonna give me. And I've been posting poetry. Oh, Nick, I did not tell you. I told Tish this. And for those of you watching, I talk about it in the podcast, but I've had 2 visits by hummingbirds. If you want to find out more about where it happened, how it happened, all that kind of stuff, you'll have to go back and look because, yeah, I talk about that on the podcast. Okay, so, nope. New comments. I know. And Saturday during our Writing Wars for Jesus boot camp, I was telling you, I remember I was telling you and Jen Tish that I was thinking about singing it, and you got really excited, and I'm like, okay. I took the challenge. What? Oh, hummingbirds? Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah. And I wrote a haiku and a poem. I just got to post the poem on my blog at some point, but I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Oop. All right, well, guys, I'm going to jump off. because it's after 2:30, and that's what I said I was going to, my time, 2:30 Eastern, and that's what I said I was going to do, because we've been over an hour and a half. I was going to do a 10-minute cool down, but I think I'm going to stop here because, like I said before, I don't want to get too far in and not be able to stop and not have anything to write tomorrow. So, yeah, we're going to have to come back and have some more fun tomorrow. So, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Happy writing. And come back tomorrow because I will be back to do some more writing with you. And we will talk more about writing. And if you have any questions, like since you're watching and listening to the podcast, because I know there are going to be people who probably watch this later, but if you come back and you have questions or you have suggestions for the podcast, or we get to talking about something, I may write it down for, a future podcast episode. Let me know, because I want to be able to, bring in some new topics and some other discussion topics. I'm thinking about doing the character motivations for the podcast and the blog, and I'm trying to figure out some topics to discuss on my Twitter chat. I do a hashtag crochet writers Twitter chat for those of you watching later. If you're crochet, if you knit and you write, any kind of yarn crafts. I call it crochet writers because Christian crochet writers because I like to crochet and I like to write, but crocheting is not the only yarn craft out there. So, and if you like to do other crafts too, you can certainly come, let me know, and you can join it too. I have the Christian Crochet Writers group on Facebook. I do hashtag Crochet Writers chat on Twitter Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Though this coming Saturday night, I will not be chatting because we'll be doing the Writing Warriors for Jesus first annual writing conference. So streaming, and Tish is going to be one of the moderators. I know, and we've got a lot of good stuff coming up, so I wanted to tell you guys about that. Tish, if you have that link for the Eventbrite or for the Linktree, can you post that in the comments so that anybody who comes back and watches it later can go and register for that? I'd appreciate that if you post that up real quick. And of course, I've been retweeting the tweets that have been going out about it. So that's Saturday. I think it's from 8:30 to 5 Eastern, or 8:30 to 6. I don't know. Let me look at the comments. Hold on. All right. So anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. We'll get that link up for you tomorrow for sure. Or follow me on Twitter, and I will be retweeting those tweets that Jen sends out, that Jen Lowry, who is at Jen Lowry Writes Everywhere, that she sends out about it. So just follow me on Twitter and check that out. But I'm going to jump off of here, so I will talk to you guys later. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.